Hey everyone, welcome back to Lettuce Leaf. Today I thought I'd do a little video to talk about what we might get with this next update, which should be here any day now. Obviously it's at the end of January, we're not very far off that. With this being a new year, I think this trailer will be quite a big one. Nintendo always loves to start off with a bang. I also think it might nod to the Mario items, maybe at the end of the trailer, that we will get for the 1 year anniversary of New Horizons and the 35th anniversary of Mario. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the airport. I know this has been quite a widely requested one, so it would be nice to see Nintendo do something about that. Such things could include the dialogue being faster. Obviously there's like pages of dialogue you have to go through to go to a Nook Miles Island. Could hop from Nook Miles Island to Nook Miles Island. And another one, which I personally would find super useful, would be having a ticket booth in the actual airport itself. It doesn't have to do all the other Nook Miles redemptions things, but I'd really like to just buy a ticket at the airport, because sometimes you get there and you're like, ugh, back to my house. Additionally, on the subject of Nook Miles tickets, being able to get more than one at once would be so useful, because you stand there, 2,000 miles for one, yes, okay, redeem, go again and again, and it's so time consuming that you just stand there for like 10 minutes and you're like, ugh, could have been doing other things with my life, but no, I'll have another ticket please. And being able to buy more than 5 of an item at once at Nooks would be super useful. Obviously you can buy 5 of the customization kits at the moment, but being able to buy 50 at once, or even just 10, would just be much more time effective, and it would just make life a little bit easier, so you don't stand there having to do it 5 at a time, especially when some things do take a substantial amount of customization kits. Like, come on. Again, it's a very similar thing of just being able to do multiple of a thing at once, being able to craft multiple things at once, especially when it comes to things like fish bait, which has been one that's been widely talked about. Again, it's very monotonous having to grind fish bait after fish bait after fish bait. Like, you can double tap A and speed it up, but other than that you are still going constantly, and it does get very tiring. One that I personally would really like is some new villager dialogue. Obviously you can talk to them multiple times, and once you've got past the initial like, why are you talking to me 18,000 times today, you get different like dialogue options and stuff, but a lot of it is very samey, especially for people who have a lot of the same type. Like, I know a lot of people really like the normal, so some people might have 4 or 5 of them, and when you're hearing the same thing for 4 or 5 of your villagers time and time again, I think it can really ruin your immersion. So to have an update where they just say different things, or update that's more personal to the villager and not just the type or the subtype as a whole, because I know you have like normal A, normal B, and they'll vary a little bit, but for the most part it is very similar. Like the Smugs, I have Pietro, he will say something about fashion or whatever, but I'd love to hear about a shopping trip he went on, or some exquisite food he's tried from other places. Like, these are things that we kind of have anyway. Like, if you talk to him in the shop, he'll say something along those lines, or if you catch a Smug talking to a lazy, they'll talk about how different foods that one has tried and the other hasn't, and that. But I just want them more fleshed out, rounder personalities, more to say, and it just makes them a bit more exciting. I find a lot of people can get rid of their villagers quite easily because they're a bit like, you talk the same as everyone else, and you're cute, but like, you're just a bit boring, which isn't how this game was. Obviously people talk about past games all the time, especially when you look back to the GameCube days, and they'd literally straight up insult you and walk off. But like, that was funny, they had more personality. If they were angry, they were angry. If they were sad, they'd be really like melancholic, and it was just super interesting to see all their personalities really develop. So I went on about that one for a bit, but that was something I'd really like to see. Obviously people want Brewster. I don't think Brewster's coming in this one, but I think he might be. You know, they go, next update, blah blah. I think he could be in that bit. And I, for one, I'm very excited to see my boy Parvo. That's everything from me, just a shorter video today. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe if you're new, like the video, leave a comment, blah blah blah. Bye!